Hey everybody, I wanted to show you how to use Desmos in order to create a line of best fit, or even more, you can do curves of best fit and so forth too. So I'm going to use my phone and the Desmos app for it, but it works the same on the computer too. So this is a file that I created a long time ago that just I polled my students about their height and their shoe size, and so you can see my second hour girls and my second hour boys data is on here, and I can show you sixth hour girls and boys data and so forth. So I wanted to see how do you make that sort of thing happen. So here's the second hour boys data without the line of best fit. I'll just open the folder and you can see I put all their data in a table. And I need you to notice that the X's are called X1 and the Y's are called Y1. That'll be important in a second. So if I wanted to fit this with a line of best fit, a line, basic formula for a line is y equals mx plus b. And so if I were to type that in, mx plus b, it's not going to do anything because it doesn't know what m is and it doesn't know what b is. In order to make it a line of best fit, there's a couple different changes I need to make. First of all, the data was stored in x1 and y1, and so I need to type y1 and x1. And temporarily there's some errors here because there's another fix that we have to do, and that is instead of making this an equals sign, you need to make it a tilde, which on a keyboard on a computer is up next to the 1 near the escape in the corner. On the phone, there it is. So change that equals and make it a tilde. And notice now I've got a line of best fit in there. And I've got all this data that I can look at. I've got an R squared value, which is how good of a fit it is. I've got the slope m of 0.54. That's the best slope and the best y-intercept there. And of course, like all things in Desmos, you can change how it looks. I might want to make it blue instead of green. So that's how you can make a line of best fit. If instead of using a line of best fit, if you thought that maybe this needed a quadratic of best fit, I'll turn that off a second. And we can do the same sort of thing. In fact, let me just get rid of this. And let's say I want to fit it to an ax squared plus bx plus c sort of graph. So I'll type ax, and I'm going to do the x2 squared plus b x2 again, plus c. And you'll see it gave me a parabola of best fit. Obviously, that doesn't look very good, and I don't think it would really make sense for this sort of data, but you can do that. If instead you wanted to make a log of best fit, you can type the natural log of x2 and then put in some sort of parameter like a plus b and maybe a multiplier in front. And so now I've got a log of best fit, which again, I don't think is probably the best fit for this data either, but it's that simple. Again, the important things to note, you switched y and x. I shouldn't actually be using x2, I should be using x1, all those mistakes. Oh, goodness. There, that's a much better fit. Maybe that quadratic wasn't so bad after all. Anyways, use the x1 or y1, depending on what table you're trying to fit data to, and switch the equals in your equation to a tilde. You make those changes, and Desmos will know that you're trying to make a line of best fit. Anyway, hope that helps. You can use Desmos to try that on your own.